It's hard enough to be in a happy marriage. It's hard enough to be not married and work on your enlightenment or your freedom. That's hard enough just to be true to yourself anyway, if you lived in a vacuum. But now you have to do it in a divorce setting where there's so many roles that you're switching and so many angles that are coming at you attitude-wise and emotional-wise. You know, you're just ducking all the time. Who am I? And how do you act true to that? That's very tricky for divorced parents. But it's the only way to lead your families. It's the only way to lead your families. You can have a successfully divorced marriage. If you're really leading from your virtues, who you really are, if you're really true to yourself at all times, and here's the key, never negotiate with who you are. See, because your kids are going to go, well, Daddy does this, Mommy does that. Why don't you do that? You know, we like her more today. She gave me $10. You gave me 5? Or however they're going to play it. Do you have those experiences? Right? I want to go back to Daddy's because, you know, he's just got a big screen. He doesn't love me as much, but he's got that big screen. And he likes pepperoni on his pizza too. I'm out. You know, it's like you're dealing with so much, right? And you're going to give them the heaviest talk you've ever given them, and they're like out because pizza's showing up, right? All you have is being true to yourself. That's all you have. And when you can model that and not negotiate that, because it would be easy to say, all right, I'll give you $5 more, or we'll get the big screen tonight. Stick around. See, never negotiate with who you are. You're teaching the worst lesson to everybody. And then for the former spouse, and they start seeing you behaving like that, they're like, oh, it's going to become a contest now. And that's the game, the divorcing contest. And if you think that's where the children are going to choose where to live as they get older, because they're going to start choosing on their own, oh yes. They're going to choose on their own at some point, right? It's not because you have more resources ultimately. It's not because you have more money, although it's a big factor. It's not the key factor. They're going to sniff you the whole time. And if you're going to lead your family right as a successfully divorced marriage, you're going to be true to yourself at all times and don't negotiate. Because if you negotiate with yourself, you know what it's like when you say to your kids, I got to go to my bedroom and you have 4 gallons of ice cream. They know you're probably not feeling so good about things. Right? And what are you going to go feel sorry about? Probably you negotiated some part of yourself away with your former spouse or your kids or somewhere at school that day or work or wherever. That is the harshest thing to do for yourself. So if you don't do that, your children and your former spouse get that. This is a god. This is a goddess. This is a person who's strong. People will follow that. Do you understand? That's how you lead your families from there. So a divorced family becomes an incredible opportunity to really teach children and everybody around you that everything is true, because in the right way we have a saying, 2 truths still make a right. In other words, what's true for you can still be true for you. Your virtues are yours, mine are mine. But once you try to have a battle over dad's or mom's virtues, you're in big trouble. Does that make sense? Right? So assuming we're not talking about mom or dad, the former spouse, hurting the kids in any way, you can't have a contest around the virtues. Stay true to yourself and let them stay true to themselves. And that's how you have a great opportunity to show children that welcome to this sector of the universe. There's a hell of chaos. Hell is a young person's word, by the way, that we're learning as we work with them. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of randomness. And people are different. So let them learn that right from the get-go. In quantum physics and in chemistry, we know that molecules come together sometimes for faster than you can blink and they're over. It was psh. And some bonds can last for bazillions of years and some last anywhere in between, whether they're 9 years of marriage or whatever, or a handshake in the hallway, you never see that person again. You follow? It's all random, it's all happening, it's all true, it's all real. Quantum physics says it's not this or that, is it a particle or wave? If the answer is yes, it's all true. So remain true to yourself, let your spouse or former spouse remain true, and let your children discover who they are in this journey, and they will love you forever. They won't leave you if you make it about, let's all find out who we are.